Welcome to this week's episode of Lagnapod. It is springtime, I think, even though it's cold outside. Who's here today?
Ashley Trice.
Grant McLaughlin.
I'm Scott Johnson.
I'm Kyle Hamrick.
Tommy Hick.
And I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Rob Holbert.
Who are you?
Rob Holbert.
Okay.
Your host today. We are basking in the glow of the new arena name today.
It's a beautiful green-white.
The name was announced yesterday, the Regions Bank Arena.
Not just the Regions, it's just the Regions Arena.
Well, no, they don't actually call themselves
bank.
Regions Bank. Yes,
Right.
it's Regions.
But
it's the Regions Arena.
Yeah, the Big Green Bank gave a big green
bank
gave a big green check to have their name plastered on the side of this marvelous
now,
brick
that
structure.
one kind of came a little bit out of left field. I think
I
was
didn't
not
see
on
it
anybody's scorecard. Did anybody have Regions Bank? I don't think anybody had a bank. We were all thinking Airbus or
Allstill Golf District.
Allstill.
Hardgrove.
I think I had Dewdrop Inn. I think I was
That one
thinking
would've been
local.
I had Lanyap, but I knew they wouldn't take our
those
check.
cheap
Yeah.
Lanyap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that check would bounce.
Well, the Nappy Arena, as
the-
our former colleague Brady Petrie wanted to
Nappy
call it.
Arena.
Nappy
That would've
Arena
been
would have been
amazing.
beautiful.
It's a little bit sleepy, but
I think the response on social media was, as usual, extraordinarily negative and hateful.
That also caught me
But
by
also-
surprise.
Did that catch you by surprise?
Well-
Something negative on social media?
Well, I mean, like I thought there'd be a few cranks, but I mean, it was an overwhelming tidal wave
Well, the
of
breathtaking
dumpage.
amount of misunderstanding how naming rights work.
Yes.
I was like, I
Yes.
guess we haven't named an arena. I mean,
In
we
a
do have
while.
Hancock Whitney, but
but I feel like people, it just like in today's society, should be aware of the concept that people
the
people
Mercedes-Benz
pay to
the
have their.
Smoothie King Arena.
Superdome.
Yeah.
But there seem to be a lot of dummies out there who think that this is not how it works.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
they just didn't understand that. Yeah, you write a big check, we'll put your name, we'll put
Right.
anybody's
Yeah.
name on it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't. They
It
don't
wasn't
get
a
it.
gift. I saw one woman was like, "Why would you give a free advertisement to a bank?"
There's a lot of
They
just
pay for it.
really confused folks out there. But thank God they don't let their confusion stop them from writing.
Yeah,
You know, we type away
Express
madly.
yourself.
You know, just
First Amendment.
get out
should
there.
have been the Leprechaun Arena.
Yeah, just get out there and
Yeah,
blast
when,
away.
When we dig up the pot of gold from the tree in Crichton, we'll call it the Leprechaun Arena.
I think people seemed they were, you know, again, all those cranks on there, they were underwhelmed. They didn't like it. They just thought it's how boring. I don't know what excitement level they expected from the naming. I don't know.
Yeah.
They think their favorite band was going to be the host. I don't know
Yeah.
what
The
they
Charlie
expected.
Puth Mobile
It's
amp.
the Taylor
amphitheater.
Swift
Yeah.
Arena. It's going to be a corporate name. I don't know what would have
Because
excited
who's
people.
got the cash?
Yeah,
Who's
I
got
don't
the
know
checks?
what- I just
Who's
don't.
got more
It's
checks
going
than
to
a
be
bank?
some boring business name, no matter what.
Right. I don't know. You know, the Poolan weed eater. That's always what I was.
Yeah.
The Foo Arena would have been good.
The Foo.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
going to go catch the concert at
Sackley's
the
would have been
Foo.
good. Yeah, the Foo would have been good. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Were
Hey,
we,
let's go to the Foo.
Were we misled a little bit, though? I mean, I kind of felt like the messaging with teasing it was almost like, hey, it's kind of local. I don't think they
Yeah,
said
that's
local,
what
Outright
but
said it
folks-
was local. I'm
Folks
pretty
who ought to know told us it was going to be a local
sure. I
thing.
mean, Regions is a southeastern.
It's
chain.
local to the state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a regional, not a local.
it's
Just-
regions,
I mean,
regional.
I do think they ought to disclose how much they paid for it. I mean, I think that's
Well,
Yeah.
that's that was one thing that they didn't say right off the bat what they had what regions paid to have the naming rights. Although the mayor said it was more than they expected.
Yes, it
what
was
he said.
more than double what they.
Now, I don't
they
know
had
what
hoped
that
it would be.
expectation was, but that's
From $1
Well, I mean,
versus
and
$5.
My
I
other
mean,
question with that is, who gets that money? Does that go to Oakview Group? Does that offset
Hopefully it comes
building
to us.
cost, Or
I think it goes to Lanyap for advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it goes to Oakview Group because the president of
I believe
Oakview
so.
Group said that this will help us get
Yeah.
big names, concerts,
Well,
operating budget. and all
That's
that.
the other thing people need to realize is these names will change probably over time. It is,
Yeah.
the arena is going to have, it probably will have different names. Like the Superdome has been a variety. It was the Mercedes Superdome.
Yeah.
It's the Caesars, right? I mean, maybe I'm behind. I don't know, but that changes from time to time. So, just like the Mobile, Alabama Bowl has been umpteen different things, So the naming
What's
rights
been your
will.
favorite? Definitely the Reese's, I think.
Reese's was
I like the Reese's.
Reese's is great.
I'm happy for 68 Ventures. They're good. Just need one more venture to be more
They
exciting.
don't have any candy.
But
They're
anyway, I just
on
saying.
the edge of adventure.
But anyway, it's good. So I mean, they put the sign up.
They put the
Everybody
sign up.
took
Well,
pictures with it?
they put a temporary sign.
flimsy sign,
The
yeah.
final sign has not been festooned
It's got to
upon
be
the broadside.
hurricane proof. They but they brought it back down. It was just people could, as they say, make a picture with it. Right.
That's right. And they made plenty of pictures with it. And after that, they promptly crumpled it up and threw it in the corner.
Well, so
can confirm.
but they are moving along with this, and that's good. I mean, I think it's the next big exciting thing naming wise will be the hockey team.
Yeah,
Yes,
June 13th. They
June
actually
13th.
said
so.
today.
We're a couple months away still, but
Yeah.
but that'll be exciting.
In the heat of the summer, the
Yes.
hockey team will be thawed out.
That'll be all right. That'll be good.
Will it be the Mystics thawed out from the freezer of time? Who
Or
knows?
what was yours, Rob?
I think I personally love the Azalea Trailblades, but that's mine.
That'd be
That's
pretty
been mine.
lit.
That's the one I've been pushing. But
That would be pretty cool.
I think
We'll
I made
see.
that up. I'm going to take claim for that one. I'm going to lay claim to it. Well, it's cool. That's good. It's great to see the arena going up. I think the negativity is overwrought. I think people get a
Folks are
little
bored.
I
Folks
think
are bored.
a
people
little
are
too
just going to be negative. I mean, you could.
It could be
a picture of
anything.
a kitten.
It would be anything.
Yeah.
I know.
And why didn't you put a picture of a puppy up?
Yeah.
You
The
got a
internet is
kitten?
not where we go for positive reinforcement.
No.
So
No.
that is,
It is
no. Social media is not where you go to get
You
positive
go there
reinforcement.
if you want to maybe
Yes.
off yourself.
Yes, it is just a place to go for anger and negativity. But please
for
go to our
Lanya.
website.
Yeah, and for
Go to our
Lanya,
Facebook page.
Daily, we got some positive stories.
Check out Chess Bankhead. He's got something for you
Chess.
every
He's a
day.
positive guy.
Chess is a beacon of
So,
light in the dark world.
people may not have be aware of Chess at this point. I don't know some of our 4 listeners are aware of Chess Bankhead yet, but he is our AI newscaster who's he's got little commercials going on Facebook. So
Mhm.
He's Rob's robot doll.
he is my robot doll. It is like
What
it's kind
suit
of
will
like
he
a
wear
G.I.
today?
Joe.
I
but-
wanted to suggest something to wear, and he was like, "I'm going to dress." the
Yeah,
doll."
I'm dressing him up. I've got it. I've got his outfits laid out for him. I know. It is. I mean, I'm back to playing with dolls.
Chess is a slick guy. He has
He is
gotten some
slick.
favorable reviews from news anchors in the community.
Yeah, you said that some of the news people liked him, so
Oh, yeah.
that's good. I like to know that the folks in his business are
fans
excited.
of him. Yeah.
Particularly jealous of his clothing. and
Well,
his
who wouldn't
outfits.
be? He's exciting. If folks haven't checked him out, he's going on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule on Facebook. So give it a look. He's there. We also have more data center news or data center data data center. That quit getting in her lane. She's the
I don't think
sound
that's
effects
what that's. I don't think it's even a
the
correct
data
sound.
center.
It's probably not.
It's a
That was
robot.
more of a.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's more of a low hum. I would
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So data center coming to Pritchard. Yes, we kind of heard about this a few weeks ago, but it kind of blew up. It didn't blow up. That's the wrong terminology.
It's not been built yet. It
yeah.
has not blown up.
Yeah, it hasn't blown up yet, but it's coming to Pritchard. A data center is going to have 20 jobs associated with it. Correct?
Woo, yes.
Yes.
20
So,
jobs. Mercy me.
Have the protests begun yet?
Not yet. The mood in Pritchard seems to be one of enthusiasm for this
Yes.
project. They like the 20 new jobs
In
coming
Pritchard,
to the
we
community.
will welcome the 20 jobs in the country out in Stockton. No,
Absolutely
not.
not.
I did just see a
Absolutely
comment
not.
that said, Richard has no water.
Richard.
Richard, yeah.
Richard has no water.
Richard.
For a data
Yeah.
center. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
it catches
Well,
on. If it catches on fire, tough luck. But
and the issue of water, came up. They had a community meeting last night.
Yeah.
And they said now, well, and I'm going to paraphrase here. They said, you've heard that these things take up a lot of water. We only need one dump of water in this thing. And
what's a dump of water? Is that a new measurement system?
It's kind of like a dollop.
Is that how they measure water in
Bigger
corn?
than a dollop.
Honey, go get me a dump of water. I don't even know what that means.
What I'm trying to say is
bed of water.
They need one
truck
deposit of water into the system.
You're not making it any better.
They circulate it. They circulate it around like a radiator in your car.
Okay.
So it doesn't
So they don't
matter
have
if
to.
It's terrible water.
It doesn't matter if it's terrible. It
takes
just needs to be water.
One dump of rusty water will do the trick.
Because normally a data center will have to have a constant stream of water sucking in.
But
this one just takes one good
This
dump.
one got smart. They got one good dump of water, and they are good to go.
And you're good to go.
One good dump, and it's good to go.
This is going to cost $93 million to create.
Wow.
To take a dump.
Wait, whose data center is this? Is
this
a
is
Meta?
edged data centers.
But is it not affiliated?
Whose data are they processing?
They're going to, from what the guy said, they're going to, it doesn't matter whose data. They're going to do.
Sure, it matters.
They're going to process it all here.
Chat or Claude or anything.
Yeah.
They said I believe they said some AI. I believe they said, because the guys talked about some Netflix. If you use Netflix, you'll have to go through it. Through a data center. From what they said, I believe it's just going to be a standard run of the mill data center as far as that
stuff coming in, stuff going out.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's exactly right.
Except for water. That water will be contained.
The dump of water.
The water will stay.
Yeah. This has not been built yet. They're still in the very early proposals of this thing. They've got to work with the power company to come up with like some studies of this will work.
How many people will be irradiated by it?
That's right. Yes. They have said that they're going to try to keep they are not going to put new pollutants into the community. Is what they said.
Good.
So that's good for
that's
them.
nice. That community needs fewer pollutants.
This is on This is going to be on Telegraph Road, which runs west of downtown Africa Town.
Yeah, so it's up in that area that's been pretty industrial, I think.
Right,
at this point,
yeah. So that's what's going to be coming to Pritchard. I've heard, and I'm trying to see if there's possibly another one that's coming. There's been a rumor about that would be on the same street. So I'm trying to see.
Get one of these things in my yard. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do what I can.
It's going to be a Springdale and
what was it
and Bel Air situation? Two data centers across the street from each other,
fighting with one another.
They were. Remember Mike Down?
Africa Town Studio.
No, he was going to have he was going to have a crypto mining operation.
Oh, that's right.
Those things seem to have gone away.
Yeah.
Crypto mining has gone by the wayside.
Many of the things that everybody, there are many things that sometimes.
But he also came up with a movie, a backlot for a movie studio, not far from this.
That was another idea that sounded interesting.
Dissipated.
Anyway, we could probably do a whole show on the ideas that have been proffered over the years. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, come back and do a little sports. And we are back on this beautiful pre-Masters week. It's getting time. I know you get excited. You're excited. I know this is your favorite thing.
Come on, man. This is awesome.
Tiger not expected to play this year?
Tiger definitely not playing.
He has not bailed out yet?
He is
been bailed out.
In rehab, I understand.
Oh, well, he can get back out for that. We'll talk about other things. But
okay.
So the Final Four ended. Michigan. That was not a big surprise, right? Michigan was not a surprise.
If I had actually paid attention to basketball, that's who I would have picked. Once we got underway I was like,
once they
Michigan's going to win this.
They were one of the last two teams, you were like, this is a good team.
At the beginning, they were playing.
You picked them to beat Arizona.
Yeah.
You had them in the final championship game. You just picked Duke to win.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Allison won. I think Allison won our
Allison
thing.
won.
Ashley came in
our little
second,
bracket.
right?
Ashley came in second. Charles Hardy came in third. I was fourth.
Yeah.
Beyond that, nobody really cares.
Nobody cares. Fourth, really, nobody cares about that either, Tommy.
Fourth either.
But that's okay. And then we have some NBA news that is not surprising news.
No. LeBaron Phelan, the former Baker Phenom. How about that?
Phelan the Phenom.
I like that one.
Yep, I like it.
Who obviously had a great 2 years at Alabama, has already announced that he is going to enter the NBA draft, to the surprise of.
I hope he'll go to the Memphis Grizzlies, where my son is working. That'll get some excitement going for them. They need some excitement. The Grizzlies are down, real down.
He'll be very popular wherever he goes.
Yes.
Do we know who has the first pick of the draft?
No,
I know the Grizzlies have many picks. They have
because they have a.
Or do they do
it's
it
a lottery.
They have a lottery.
They do a lottery.
So it's not the
It'll be
like
the bottom 7 teams or whatever, and
they get ping pong balls and all that.
But they draw the lottery as to who gets first pick.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have this week also tennis sectionals.
Tennis sectionals, Mobile Tennis Center about to become the epicenter. Well, it already is, but really the epicenter of high school tennis this week, with the sectionals that will lead into the next week a little bit. And then after that, the entire state tournament, AHSAA state tournament, will be out there. So lots and lots of tennis. We have a feature this week on Ella Bentley from St. Luke's, who has won 3 straight singles titles and was a doubles champion last year as well.
Sounds good.
So they'll be good. But I mean, we have a lot of good players here, a lot of good teams.
Ashley's got a good player in her family.
She does.
And you're going to be out there watching tennis. And you opined this week in Hidden Agenda about the woes of the tennis U.S. tennis market here.
Well, no, it's not. It's just the collegiate tennis. What's the word I'm looking for? Landscape is very difficult for kids from this country to get a college scholarship for tennis because they recruit worldwide. So, I mean, I did a list of all the schools in Alabama.
That was pretty impressive. Amazing, like how few kids from
it's
around
usually maybe one.
Kids from the United States are playing.
Zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Many teams was 0 or 1 from the United States. Everybody else, they've all got people from all over the world.
From all over the world. I had to look up one country because I'd never heard of it. I was like, is that really a country? It was a Canary Island. So, I was like,
So, I mean...
I mean, those kids are great. We look. We hang out. We play. We hit with them and all that. That's not the point. It's just, they have this discussion around the Olympics, too. It's like, should American colleges and universities be the training grounds for the entire world's tennis?
Well, it's a good point. And I mean, you have a circumstance in which, these kids that come from other countries are taking the spots. They're being brought in by a lot of universities that get a whole lot of taxpayer money.
Yeah.
And they take the spots, they get better, they go play pro tennis.
And now they're staying longer because they get NIL money.
Sure.
So,
there's even less.
Yeah. So, but it's just, an interesting.
Well, I know the
dynamic.
argument is, well, they're better, so we've got to win, right? But if you don't give the U.S. players the opportunity, I mean, everybody's arms and legs and whatever, they move. I mean, the concept that people being born somewhere else, they're just automatically better players.
The main thing is that's the sport they focus on. Right. Whereas here, it's football, baseball, basketball.
But my point being is that if you are playing college tennis, that is going to be your focus, and you're going to have better coaches, better facilities.
Right.
You're going to be doing it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe those kids would catch up and be as good. I would imagine if 4 years of really practicing, they'll be good.
Yeah. These kids, and my sons are, this wasn't even me whining about my own son because he's already decided he doesn't want to play college tennis, but mainly that's because of the landscape of it. Right. They learn pretty quickly. They're all dreamy until about they're 14, and then they realize, if I want to play tennis at college, I'm going to have to go to some university in the middle of nowhere in Maine. My son got had a recruiter contact him, and we had to look up where it was, where the college was, and so then you're like, do I really want to play tennis that badly that I have to go somewhere like that, or do I want to have a normal college experience at a bigger school? And he chose, I want to have a normal college.
Yeah.
And if it was still on the table like it was in the 70s and 80s, where you're pretty good for your high school and you can go up to your state school and play tennis, he would be still all about it. But it sort of discourages these kids.
Sure.
From
it's I mean, my son ended up doing track in college, but only because it is not as bad as tennis at this point.
Right.
It's bad. It's still tons of people from elsewhere that are being brought in to do track, but they have more room for American students at this point.
I was just curious too, so I just Googled every SEC team yesterday. The only team that's not completely like this was Florida, and that's probably because Ben Shelton, who's on the tour now, his father was the coach there.
Sure.
And he was on that team, and my guess is they are probably committed to.
Florida's also the hotbed of
all the academy kids.
Yeah, if you've got a high school kid who's a great tennis player, they end up over in Florida.
They're just going straight to IMG.
Right. Yeah. So that's probably the only reason.
Ole Miss, LSU, Tennessee, every single school.
It's an interesting concept.
Even if you're like, well, it shouldn't matter, it's just the best. It's just astonishing that it is every school, and it's not just Division I, it is Division II too.
Well, you have to ask, like, what is the purpose? I mean, it's not like college tennis is a huge spectator sport,
right? I mean, it's not like they're bringing in the money.
It's not from TV. Gosh, we got to have the best players because we bring in a bunch of money from TV. It's not that.
Yeah.
So what's the purpose? I mean, if it were a bunch of American kids and we say, oh, well, the American kids aren't as good, well, then they're going to be playing each other. It'll be the same. They'll be playing matches against one another. So why are we doing this?
Yeah, I know.
And that is a question. I mean, if you're going to say we're going to put, millions and millions and millions of dollars of tax dollars into these universities, and then essentially block out that segment of the student body from participating in sports because we need to win.
Yeah.
Do you need to win? I mean, I get football maybe needs to win because football needs to bring in.
I read
not be a huge
like
bleed.
The history of how it kind of all started. Stanford used to dominate the tennis landscape, and then so several of their big rivals, and it was a big deal for them, started bringing. Doing this, and
it's an arms race,
then everyone started doing it.
It's
and
an
now
arms
it's
race.
just commonplace.
Look, I mean, it's like Ulysses threw javelin. Yeah. Mississippi State was Javelin University. All their javelin throwers are from either Africa or from Scandinavia. It's like this is what happens, and he's probably lucky that he was able to do it because I imagine in 10 years it's going to be nothing but players from everywhere else.
Yeah. And I know people probably don't care that much about tennis, but I do want to say, though, just to change the subject a little bit, huge shout out to the Mobile Tennis Center. I just don't think people realize the economic engine that place is. Yeah. Every one of those kids, the entire state's, they're going to have at least 2 hotel room nights, and all the food and I'm sure Chick-fil-A on Dauphin Street is going to make 9,000 chicken minis this over the next few weeks to serve. It is just a huge economic impact for our city. So I always, and Scott and Lorraine Novak out there, they do we wouldn't get all these tournaments if they didn't do the job that they do. Yeah. So, it is not just high school. It's, it's adults, it's kids, it's juniors. Some of the best tennis stars in the country have come right through Mobile, Alabama, and their kids. So, anyway, shout out.
It's a cool place. Yes. It is.
Yeah, the NAIA National Championships are here again, I think.
Yeah.
So they get it's a busy time out there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to take a break and come back and talk a little bit more. And we'll probably talk about some contracts. That was a pregnant pause. All right. We'll be right back. And Scott, you have been, we're back, by the way. But Scott, you have been working on some stuff with the airport authority, and over the last couple months, we had some issues with directors leaving and that kind of thing. And so you found some interesting things about when they left their severance packages.
Yeah. So during their
most
recent meeting, they mentioned the fact that there was a separation agreement when they accepted the voluntary resignation of Andy Wilson, who just recently
And they
resigned.
said the magic word separation agreement, and you went, huh?
Public record.
Yeah.
So that lit up the light bulb above my head, and realized, well, probably there's one for Chris Curry too, who also left under a voluntary resignation in 2024 October.
Yeah.
So I've requested both of those and received them. And what we found through those records, which were provided very easily.
I was going to say, I do want to pat MAA on the back. These guys have been very transparent about giving you documents you need and asking for, right? I mean, they have been.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of a rarity.
A very rarity,
here,
and that's Alvin Hope with his general counsel. They're just committed to the spirit of the law, and it's very clear.
They've been really helpful in that regard.
Yeah. So what we found in those is that there is, basically the severance. There were severance agreements or severance benefits within these separation agreements. So that'd be kind of strange to have a voluntary resignation as well as receive a severance benefit.
I mean, I've asked Chat GPT about these things, and it says, it's not usual, but it happens. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything bad happened, but it is unusual.
Yep, and these are executive level positions, so there's typically, even if there wasn't a severance benefit, there probably some kind of exit.
Now, the part that blew me away was what Curry was making. That part just was like, wow, I was shocked.
He was making more than $400,000 a year prior to leaving.
And then on top of that, he had bonuses and things like that.
He had
he had a country club membership that was paid for him.
Yeah.
$96,000 a year.
Yep. The $1,000 a month car benefit.
Yeah.
And
so more than $100,000 in perks, as well as a $400,000 plus salary.
Yeah, and then a retention bonus too. So they wanted him to stay over specific periods, and so he had a $325,000 retention bonus, which the agreement essentially just converted into kind of a collateral. If you don't agree to our confidentiality, we'll be asking for that.
I found that to be just a tremendous amount of money for. I mean, it's a mid-size airport that hasn't been doing very well, and
he came from a Tallahassee airport, which is comparable, and was making about $150,000 there. So he got hired in 2017. I mean, over the next 7 years, he went from a $150,000 salary to a $400,000 salary.
It's good work if you can get it.
Oh yeah, I need one of those jobs, and
that's good. It's good to have. Well, it's interesting stuff, and I know there's more coming probably down the line here with it. It keeps going, and then Grant, I know you had something this week about the once again with all the solar the Stockton Solar saga. Yes, the Stockton Solar saga.
So
the SSS, but
a couple of weeks ago, Scott and I both got some heads up about Jacobs Engineering possibly having a conflict of interest with Silicon Ranch. And Jacobs was given a contract.
That is not a dressing, by the way. Sounds delicious though. But
basically, Jacobs was given a $54,000 contract by the Baldwin County Commission to essentially serve as a watchdog reviewer of this solar development that's become very controversial. But Jacobs Engineering has a long-standing partnership agreement with Shell Oil Company, which in 2018 bought a controlling interest in Silicon Ranch under the same energy portfolio that Jacobs has this partnership with. So we pointed.
In other words, they're connected.
They are. They might be next door neighbors.
Yeah, they're connected. So
we pointed this out. Silicon Ranch has not responded to any of the questions I've given them, and 2 weeks later, the Baldwin County Commission has thrown out the agreement. Which came on the heels of our story and a letter that was sent by Stockton residents asking them to nix the contract for the same reason.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's journalism causing some things to happen. And Scott, you have on ongoing saga. Speaking of sagas, the saga of Thomas Tuberville and where he lives and where he spends his money, etc. You, this is one of these things. This is what the Lagnapod is about. Some behind the scenes thing. You decided the other day as you were driving back from Easter up in Georgia to stop in Auburn and look at Tommy Tuberville's home.
Yeah, and also the Lee County Commission. It kind of sounds creepy when we say it. But
you're stalking his home, standing out in his driveway,
Tuberville's house,
with a boom box over your head.
He I can confirm he was not there. He was in Washington D.C. for Easter with his family. So, but yeah, I passed through Auburn on the way back. Yeah. And there's a Buc-ee's right there anyway.
Well,
typically stop
might as well.
There.
He wasn't at the Buc-ee's either.
No, not at Buc-ee's either. But no, he drove through, stopped at Opelika for the Lee County Commissioner's office, wanting to get clarity on some tax records. I've been getting iced by that woman for now working on 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She left her read receipts on, so I know she's read my text, and she's just not responding.
Well,
I'm sure she was surprised when I showed up in person.
Probably.
I did not tell her I was doing that.
Yes.
So it was interesting. It gave me some excuses. Oh, she's in a meeting. She can't come see you.
Yeah.
Midway conversation with the office manager, some woman comes up, it's like, hey, she just called and asked if I come up here. So she obviously wasn't meeting with anybody.
Well, she wasn't meeting with you.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, I'd ignore me too.
So when you went to Tommy's neighborhood, I won't say, you went by his house, what did you see? What was of interest?
For one, I talked with Tommy Hicks about this. Yes. Auburn is beautiful, by the way. Yeah. I've never actually drove down and through Auburn, but it's way more beautiful than Tuscaloosa. Sorry.
Ooh, whoa, okay. Starting some trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the opinion of a Georgia Bulldog, just for the record.
Yeah, okay.
This is biased.
It's got a weird feel. It's like breathable, but it's also like urban feelings.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to Cherry Street where his house is located, and I just walked around, talked to a neighbor who ended up being a former coach with Tommy Tuberville, which is crazy to think about. Back in 2002, he coached with him. Steve Dennis, who is the coach of football administration for Georgia Southern, which was also weird because
he lives in Auburn.
Yeah, he lives in Auburn. Okay. And was it? Yeah. What is that? Is it Scottsboro that Georgia Southern's at?
Statesboro, which is 45 minutes outside of Savannah.
Yeah, so
a long way from Auburn.
4 hours from Auburn. Anyway, good for Steve for having that job.
Maybe this is just a neighborhood where people.
It's an old coach's neighborhood.
Yeah. So of course, I was like, how often does
they get out
the
there
senator stay here?
Yeah.
He kept just telling me to.
Yeah.
He anytime I asked him how often he was here or whatever, he just pointed to his house and told me to go ask him myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna.
Well, so, but it looked like a nice house. Nothing.
Oh yeah, very nice house.
Nothing over the top but it, pretty solidly middle class.
I mean, it's a family street. I mean, there saw women pulling stroller out of her car.
Probably he might be the only guy on the street who's gotten millions of dollar walk away money. But
No, I mean, I would just I just would not expect a senator to live there. I know that's anecdotal, but just seeing the other houses in Auburn, the amazing houses in Auburn, I'm just like, this is just.
Yeah, it's once again still a question out there people are going to ask about, but obviously there's not going to be much done about it, I think, unless there's a lawsuit that actually gets taken up. But I mean, we're a month away from the primary. I don't see much happening.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, the Democrats are waiting for him to be the candidate
to really
do it because they don't have any standing unless he's the Republican man.
And then also that, it would really give them probably the only opportunity they have to win the governor's race.
Yeah, this is their only.
It's probably their only shot. It's their Hail Mary.
If he gets taken off the ballot, it's going to be John Wall. And if John Wall gets taken off the ballot, it's going to be Nathaniel Ledbetter.
It's very unlikely. Yeah. Anyway, well, it's nice to know that you're out there sneaking around in his yard looking at his house. It's
I'm
good.
not creepy.
It's good. Not at all. All right, folks, that's all we've got this week for Lagnapod. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Thursday. Y'all have a great week.
The Lagnapod is a Something Extra publishing production. Executive producers are Rob Holbert and Ashley Trask. Music is by Some Pulse Sounds and Electro Animals. Only subscribers like you have access to this podcast. Tell your friends they can sign up at my.langappredbill.com. For advertising opportunities, please call 251-450-4466.